Apostle, Apodia so Chawantia, Apostle. I saw you no. I saw you no. Apodia so Chawantia. Apodia so Chawantia. Apodia so Chawantia. And Apostle, yeah, Apodia so Chawantia. Apodia so Chawantia.
Okay, so the issue of ASHAWO and Nsema Ekoso Ewo Krum has here, especially in regards with Nigeria for Omufio Mumenu Omobagana, no Moya ASHAWO no, a big issue. In fact, Mianka Samako Bibi, I'm a me edu tem bi kwa na me ko pie joint bi na me ko to aduane na se me ko me jina junction so na bia me ko bu petrol na bi bo ho na bi abetena okay mu amane ne sen a be ya ASHAWO ni bra me ho ye fefa me ko fi na omo kasa nyina omo ka opiji mu dodo na obisa ne din a Chioma Blessing Ikechuku in Nigeria for din na ekame akoye say in the northern part of Ghana no sensem we ekoso ema sensem we ekoso no ekame akoye say Mahama and the NDC administration, they are not happy with it. Now the people are shown on the screens no last 2 years and na sankofo we nyina just say omo age scra no from 14 15 e bi kwa 13 and I do fi Nigeria I do ba say ye do ba be housemaid ejuma into uko Nigeria na e bi mu church work in Ghana free accommodation near the pay kese ato these young girls na omo maamenom e de mama sankofo yi na oma backroom ha in the home say omba be housemaid omo ba ya na atom asenko asumo which is ASHAWO for Ebra. Now me no ka say there is a breaking news ababe kan sasisiano sa breaking news ababe kan sasisiano it is detailing the action the Tamale and the northern part of Ghana or may take in regards with ASHAWO insensimia ekoso na enene saying ye chim ye say Nigeria for omo they are numbering to about from 13 to 20 okay omo ekopie mu northern part because omo akra ha se echi omo immigration ya there then say no strategy omo use ne say omo akopie mu the northern part of Ghana it omo kopie mu ho ideally no say bi nko so mu page me bi ye north for enye adwuma no omo kwakope wo ho omo kwakope aye wo ho omo koya say bi omo ton omo ho ama bema na eno na investigation the Ghana police together with the NDC Mahama administration almost they be intimi nya hwe hansa amasade we enkoso so they actually pounds on these people are actually now one of the things they did that shocking kofobi brain say a bra pounce on them no unlike the previous time sebiu ye be bo omo aye omo ayaka de no they made them do certain things amako be bre eka say but then and we say a brief report of this particular issue. Babaka, there was a series of videos of ASHAWO for ya. Omabegu Chrome has say Omatete, Apete, Ashanti region, Tamale, and various parts of the country. All because Omiya Nigeria for they want quick man. Yenshi video Babaka, we will continue.
No, and not Mafa. Now, me story you kata friend to emi no. How the Obokrata no emo. What just national security for be abojuma. How etifido mantam kropon ekwo yes no match Nigeria e ma be se edumiensa be sibra ASHAWO enu adwuma ene wo mo eye e Tamale ene important na bambafo etese na nsentem o betima ka se ASHAWO dwumadi ama no me no so papa e Tamale ne important pa e na omanfo bi so o mo hye mcholon bi mo edi nu bonu mu dwa eye niema ensem fata no akosoro enom se da bi se sa na te de o beti o mo agu Tamale monten so no ma hwede ekoso ekwo wi ase no na chese nyame enipa dumiensa a o me ye ema a o me ye Nigeria for e na wo makwa akodra wo min obi sa wo se edwuma be no wo mo ye e Tamale kropon no emu no wo mankasa na tu o mo ni mutoto se ASHAWO ebra and wo mo ebo enti aprosifo no echima wo se ane wo twen praye hye wo mo nsem enom se mo Tamale dwai mu on se de dwan mu nya fekra mo mpra Mum pram fit yanko tia ni omo prai papa omo prawie no na presi force achi wo mo e de omo kwhye omo aka che omo guso a ebise bi som ensem na dwume omu edie se bi omo bo nuboni hu adwadie bi mo ene enema nkai nyina no watumi ahu na be.
Okay, so that is the information as information and simple no more patches say Nigeria fo yan wakoba don pem e Tamale no dwuma omu di no ya asawo ebra eno mobo and it social reports na yedi kan share na no party say a police for and some agency kochi omo no and ultimately okachi om say okay say dwuma e bi say dwuma be no mo no so mo ya asawo and say mo ya asawo dia and ye be mo pra kronim na wi an asanso ache omo asanso ache bo. So 13 women arrested for prostitution made to sweep Tamale Central Market. So this is the information eba. Now there's more details into this particular issues at Ekoso because definitely we need to get more clarity into this issue. What is really going on? A ban is saying as ansem we said you a certain kind of norm. And these are questions ultimately no amount will be abisa. Now everybody she ni akọ manjoyonline.com because manjoyonline.com also give us another angle to this particular story, which is a developing story. Once again, it is about Nigeria for Mabakuru. Sebi omun page mababin ya. What they are doing is simple. Ashawo bra and asebi omoye de omobo. Into once again, the report Manjoy online for Edibai and also you were another arrest so akwaso and also 1 million worth of drugs and cocaine as same ultimately ebe making sure say ebe tuja na yama etiefu ehu de airco because kamya kwese same way airco no it is becoming unbecoming tieko shini eko Manjoy online I say 13 SEX workers arrested in Tamale made to clean market as deterrent. In the same parties, as Uncle Fuya Yachomono, the Ghana police together with the relevant agencies, what they are saying is that these people ultimately are more EPRA market. You may share some of the reasons and answer some of the details in regards with this particular case. Why the Ghana police arrested these Nigerians what is the reason for the arrest? And even tip of intelligence where is it from? It's as you can see on the screen. I'll say 13 women arrested in Tamale during security operation targeting prostitution and drug related activities have been made to sweep parts of the central business districts as a deterrent, national security officials in the northern region have said. The women were picked up during a swoop in areas including Jubilee Park and the Bank of Ghana stretch. Locations security officials described as emerging hotspots for commercial SES work. Baby on target baby sa ashawo bre yi ekoso Nigeria for si omoba ye de omoba krom ha omumba Accra embe ye omunyama ni bi mu they spread to other regions omunim se o sebia police for any nkohosa sisi an baby a omedi omeni esi omudi omudwuma one of those places the Tamale and also the Ashanti region and the Ashanti region diano omuguso be Tamale diano and a menu kasisiano akoswa yakwachiomo. Now according to the Northern Regional Security Liaison Officer RSM Adam Muhammad, the decision to make the suspects claim the market was intended both as a cautionary measure and to support sanitary efforts in the city. Please ni say the entire omo no ye more ye sa de say ye pese ye catch am for say sa Tamale ha say no ye ashawo ye mpe obeya ashawo na be bo ashawo bra enye Tamale region inti ye more a price na be at the end of the day people can see say ekro no BBC muchiwade. Also to say prostitution he noted has been on the rise in Tamale, attracting both Ghanaian and foreign nationals, prompting national security to intensify efforts to clamp down on the practice alongside drug trafficking. Speaking to Joy News, Martina Bugri, RSM Adam Muhammad explained the rationale behind the exercise. He further went on to say We carried out a swoop on night workers, which is ASHAWO'S. We carried out a swoop on night workers, and they were highly profiled and handed over to the authorities. Our city or the municipality has been engulfed with so many deaths and trash, he said. So we thought it would be wise to direct them so that they could aid in the cleanup exercise of our cities. For that matter, we gave them boroughs and other logistics to help us clean to help us with the cleanup exercise. Osanso Trial said he added some parts of the women welcome the exercise and express remorse. I think they were also of the view that it's a good exercise, and some of them even confessed that they would desist from such activities, he stated. It's masa embayi ahodo bebrei. You start to say your mom, it's your mom confesses, say, Ashawo, and if in Nigeria, I ever bought a crew has it, ASHAWO'S. And also, so ASHAWO'S, dear, and ultimately, what will happen is that the crew has a Yashawo, a crew has say, Yashawo, ASHAWO, a chiwa, dear, into a bay ASHAWO, dear, and ye market, if you remember pra, na a man sign obey. Send a bear at the end of the day, no, you who's okay, I get your Yashawo, and a channel. And ultimately, yemane yes adi we are ebeye adia wankasano peso be yes adi ni bi. You will not want to go into such action again. Inti Bonibeka say cautioning something, and at the end of the day, after this, they jail them. Remember, say all of these people were 13 Nigerians. So that is exactly what is really going on. Now we'll come back to ASHAWO'S business because Menuka say will be from. Now what you see on the screen is a reporter about or say police officials in Ho have successfully intercepted a large shipment of suspected narcotics following a hot pursuit of Ford Transit wagon that raised suspicion. A search of the vehicle resulted in the discovery of 26 sacks of suspected Indian hemp worth at least 1 million cedis. So yesterday, you catch us here Nigeria ni bi our Ghana border. As a Nigeria ni no Ghana border no, not all transport cocaine. If you border no abacronym or you see Ghana as a transit, into a Ghana ultimately on package. No me dia ma big man, na big man no ne nkofo no e fi Ghana akwa amanone ya chi say ni pan be next year that same whole Sogakope the Ghana border I share with Togo no ya sounds what you before from please for 80 man share if the suspect or a Ghana ni or a Nigerian ni be enim ne say or you be an say or for transit car no and the whole screens no so say click so ama we hu how who the man is Kana Ochin in. So this is the man involved. Inter police for Osansukuta government number plate. Osansukuta government number plate is a green number plate. Hey, Nema Kosu Kroma, no problem. Inter police forces who can almost okay. Yes, to a pekani and shed your work him. Papa Jani and Papa Jani. And as Obiakuta green number plate, there's no need or cause for alarm. There is no need or cause for alarm. And you chase papa chase na you drum near who's in the car no narcotics, Indian hemp, weed, cocaine, nema, ayemu from. Now you quantifying the wealth over 1 million Ghana cedis. Over 1 million Ghana cedis. And a police for achis aba pay ya we share a cocaine wo screens no Indian hemp ni via and ma pass on kama a goose up for transit ni mu a hwe ne dodo onunye car ochikra essentially regional clinical engineering unit the Volta regional health directorate into ochike government car which is supposed to be a regional clinical clinic or unit car also use a brandy onyan ochi. Basically what he's doing is that he's using this car as a government car but basically as a disguise. Until you see a bisa when a man is authorized so use a car no. He found juma. These are questions I will say a bisa because of car no use police for who are almost stopping no and searching no because a government cannot know in drugs new bonnet and or all transported. So these are some of the things I take for Elkoswa. A very big call for alarm. All these things, no tear, essential to your spine. No be sounds hey. In the same way, Elkoswa Ghana penny, Ghana. This is the beer. Obeda sorry, necessary. Yachi obi. So that is the issue at Elkos. Now we are telling you say paper back to a year Nigeria for Yachi more. Asa Nigeria for ya chi omu nyina sabio omu ye ashawofo na asa ashawofo ye omu ye no sana midi kan no ye chi omu e wo Tamale but then yensa ka video bi a eno so surface ye not too long ago a omu kire se san bayi we ya chi omu no Ghana police for ekwachi omu not too long ago omu nyina ye Nigeria for omu so bi kra 13 years obi big madam bi or Ghana ha si wakofo maba so ode on be se adwuma mu on ba be house ni ade meanwhile ya to mu atunkwasu mu a ashawo bra e no mba bebo. Hopefully an NGO and a certain man was able to rescue these ladies. Yes, video about back I see for Yebeto also.
When is after 2 minutes you cut it? Huh? Speak loud.
My name is Ike Obichama.
From where, please?
From Olu.
Olu where? Huh?
I'm from Imo.
Imo State.
Imo State, yes.
Olu
Yes.
town from Imo State.
Yes.
How long have you been in Ghana?
Just listen to 1 month now.
What is your name?
My name is ASHAWO'S Divine.
Divine.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 16 years old.
16 years. My God. How long have you been in Ghana?
27th of this month will make me 2 months.
2 months. You are from Imo State.
Yes.
What is your name?
My name is Odrupe Olebimiraku. I'm from Imo State. That was north.
South.
Sorry.
That was south.
Sorry. You will be fine in Jesus' name. God will take care of you and children. What is your name, sister?
My name is Selina Danjo. I'm from Plateau State.
Oh, mommy. How old are you?
I'm 18 years.
How long have you been in Ghana?
7th of this month will make me 2 months. My name is Odrupe Olebimiraku.
Speak now, please.
My name is Odrupe Olebimiraku.
Where are you from?
Imo State. Obinepa.
Imo State. How old are you?
16 years.
16 years. Stand up, let me see you.
My brother, this 1, 2, 3, they are the same mother, the same father.
3 of you are from the same mother,
The same father.
the same father. Have you spoken to your parents? Where are your phones?
This
This is our home.
You're taking all your phones. Who brought you to Ghana?
His brother.
The brother.
The brother of this person. The brother of this one.
Okay. So you are from Imo State. 16
The
years.
same mother, the same father.
14th
Three.
October, make me 16 years.
Jesus Christ. So you are still 15 plus. And you have been in Ghana. And what have they been doing to you? They take you out to see men. To see men.
Hospital work.
And they pay you.
No, they don't pay me. Any money you work, they took me. We give them everything.
15 years.
Everything.
See our children in diaspora, 15 years. Out of their own wish. Children are supposed to be in school. These are the great future leaders of Nigeria in diaspora. 15 years. 3 children from one father, same mother, from Imo State. That's it.
Okay, so this is a very sad thing. A very sad thing. I want us to share it is a Osibe film. And Bofrey, ye do ma bagana omo ya shawo work. But then thanks to this particular NGO, no, ye timi SCV or mo ye do munyako. Now this is also a different part where you're sharing and they also need different parts of the story. Inti Tamale phone ya chuo ama ye jelio and a will must ya chum. It's so musa omo ye under age. I believe because a minor no ye do ma ko back. Ye do ma ko mo family. It is a osha. Asifim and I sema echo so I say otikra na ora ho. So once again we are live into be to make the comments abani video comments now our comment session here because today a power pack we have a lot of issues ye beka ho in some right here on this particular platform. It's therefore in exactly 7 days the new patriotic party would be going in to declare or select their own flag bearer. Inti ene ne na watch Saturday a ebe ne na watch Saturday a ebe ena MPP for kwako yi omo kendi for na Musa Dankwa posti say omo ni nkofo bebre akasa omo yo post the same person to me predict say King Japan obeya ade last 2 years 2023 last 3 years 2023 elections MPP flag bearer election King Japan a police surprise for the first time mama who say Musa Dankwa ni post legit. In fact, Obiti Benef money there. The same person is out telling us this time around Baumia or find the one touch. To show the whole screen so or see Baumia benya 57% of the vote, King Japan benya 28%, Brian Champon ebenya 13%. ena Dr. Yaw Editu benyam 2% ena Kwamne Japan do benyam 0 so osha Brandy Champion the numbers no we be didi Kini Japan diemu a osha we didi Kini Japan diemu pa it is a final prediction no ebe ba omia ena be top you bia na same way eba so no ena ko fan sem bi ba se na no a bright free all the flag bearers say omukwa sign peace pacts all the contenders omumba be sign say by results ne ba obia be sobu no ye free obia it is omuba ye no King Japan was hesitant to sign and no information ba say there were certain things in sa krata na just say ni enje ho anase na won tiase so he was seeking clarification. Now King Japan is out here talking because and same way of course no Brandy Champion abe use as a campaign. Now King Japan is also using it saying say omo an omo ti ho nyina ye de ade ne ba ye obi ankan no one dare to read or even ask questions. No one dare to read or even ask questions. And I said, almost sign. Remember, I said, Brandy Champion, so Ababe Kasa, but you take in Japan, the response and how what really went on at the end of the day, no, not on person sign, yeah, not people everywhere in the room was actually turned upside down.
The document, better. Kubia and Kai, Oma and Kai, Mimi say, Honorable Brandy Champion, Dr. Champion, Oko sign. Baby, I never said me sign. If you say one kind, me kura PhD. Me kura PhD. PhD for me and son. Sa mo ton Ghana o. Omo so paper no mo no ma sign. Menso I say dump him. Me degree qualified by experience. Already documented mamia and I'm starting say me ready. Me drew number 2. As someone can say, Obian sign say party no. Senior election in Bekobiano. CSCU, Elsa Wujitu. And I'm saying, I will be painting. Now we yama will be 100%. I hope me 92. In Chumuru. Minya 104, Yamami 14. Bungurugu, Yamami 0. And Sunipa Mienu Bedi a dance yasi omotoma. When you see, no what's the document ya bet you many say? Men sign. It's a men sign. Men sign. If you don't correct a new mabia, a court you are making a Japan, your men sign. Not a cratchy for one sign. Say no muko World Bank ko twati. Muko World Bank ko twati ya. No must sign. Omo death warrant. Yeah, me ganjram from experience.
So that was in Sema King Japan edituja. Now mind you, since Sema King Japan be kan ya na opai so ya de ade ne ba Brandy Champion put we read. Brandy Champion was say on no say or a PhD holder. He did not read. A kumfi and I say a friend is saying MPP Elon Musk, Abetifi Elon Musk. He did not read. And all sign. In fact, or sign was sign Bibia King Japan was also signed. Now Brandy Champion is also out giving a different story. And also Obashi King Japan saying say Ken issue no it is not what people think. You need somebody to do.
I can't even see what them one run. And yes, I get one. Meaning some here. Mama and Tambo, my one who pass out of it. When you now there, Sri Kakra. I had never been in Kabumana. I had Kabum the Hane Shas, and when you might only be in Kabum day. And yes, I get one. Problem where your man will cool. When your mom will have videos, no. Me bomb man number 1, I feel the crab band 1 or 3 kakran number 3 no so and they are shame. Party for any Sanya me shamo bo e be shamo bo no me sa shamo bo happy 1st February Yet 31st February. Yet the discipline
So that was Brian Champon in Sema Odi Tuja. That far from that to Brian Champon is out here telling Ghana for us. You see, all say I don't know. The whole issue are not a question. No, to musa at the point in time, no. Kamia kwe say Kini Japan any baumia na ase omuntimben. Yes, that was because strategically MPP who say in Kofo, you know, ye more benya one show me two blues. Inti ye said that the Brian Champon ebe show muntim. Ye said that the Brian Champon be show muntim. Sin ebe ya Kini Japan on so baumia mene emia se baumia peso uya elections. Hey MPP party kitty. Hey Jesus. Anyways. You all share the video involved of Nsema Brian Champon or no so or the or sanso edit to your babaka. But could be woman no dear. Obi beka so yentini kran kase bi wa yire mu ono so or the nsem bi ababe tuja at the end of the day you be hwe ni nyina. But before then no yentie Nsema abetifi Elon Musk or the tuja.
Into kwanu wosoro ho enra ye ko sign peace pact. Onyankopon na di me kopie. Number 2 ho a meti number 1 ni number 3 ni ntam menim se mu he TV na mama ntam number 1 na akade e be si wodam hwanra no enya asem ketwa menim se mu he ya mama ntam number 1 no pa se ujafo ti wanim na ode sire kakra na aha ne ba be yen kabo mana bewa ahanka bom na ha na shafi na wani ma oni be yanka bom ni enya sem ketwa problem wo ya manyuko num mu de mun ko he videos no me bo modia ma number 1 afede ne kraba de ho a all sre kakra number 3 no so e de ahyem party for any nye sane mano me shamubo me shamubo no me sa shamubo wa habio 1st February ye to abani wie 1st February ye the discipline ebeba ya manyuku. We will restore discipline in our party kwa bia so na me call Ghana no so me hu say party for no aso bi edio musika.
Okay, so that was Nsema Brian Champon or the tuja. Now one person on the post here was screen so nya 0% Kwamne Champon. Kwamne Japan. Kwamne Japan no bon just so cry. You know people are asking you say contest or kan ho ana won kan because he hu the ekoso. Eho na Kwamne Japan oko grant interview ka say ono kan say we hu e bia issue ni fi. Adan ya also afraid 20 bloggers. Ghana have bloggers like so afraid 20. No be so am say me person me bisa myself. Money ni per friend Kwamne Japan. Out of 20 bloggers and go for 2-3 per and omutimi ka say oh ye ni mo ase ati within then who say hey say mada now so me na gu abontin.
Of course, there's no doubt that people have had visibility than myself. I was ostracized and sidelined for 10 years, whilst my competitors, all of them, played significant roles in the previous government.
Has it in any way impacted your campaign?
Well,
your time away from the party?
Of course, because there's a very young voting population. I mean, maybe not even the delegates, but the general population. Yeah. I mean, I called 20 bloggers into my office, and only 2 of them knew me. You know, because it's 25 years ago when I was press secretary to the president. I was in my prime. Everybody knew me in this country as the face and the voice of President.
And you are admired by many.
Of course. I mean, I'm humble enough and proud enough to know that a lot of people believe the standard that was set by me in Jubilee House or presidency communications, they would ascribe that to Nigeria, Japan. You know, so the younger people, I mean, 40%, no, 60% of the population are under the age of 40. So many of them did not experience my work. And if you go further back to 1992, it becomes even worse. So yes, I've taken the opportunity to take them through my life, my journey in this political tradition.
In summer, a Kwame Japan, edit to Jaminoka said, he himself, was what the coso issues or her, but then on par. But here he got 0. Yanshe DBC on the D-Day. Now, you bet to ask only a concern for so. Ghana's President John Dramani Mahama, he has sent something. Now, what he has sensed, Ama Sisi, and he's equipping Ghana's military. He is equipping Ghana's military with the latest vehicles, Ewo Chrome has say, and I say, what the world. We are talking about bulletproof cars and also cars are the commanders and the army chiefs, the up and downs. Now, what you are watching on the screen is a showcase of some of the accoutrements and some of the things Mahama Edema Ghana military over the weekend. Now, there's an ongoing insurgency at Ghana's borders. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said you all take this particular action. But then, say, Mahama asansu jababe to just say, all these issues are course the entire or no any a year with Ghana military for he is actually equipping them with most of these things, guns, cars, any man is because Ghana border no a yadi and go for krum ho efa border no so be di boni wo krum ha enu tine nanu or Babe Institute BBA, the Obabe Institute is going to protect Ghana's border by far. Now we are talking about drones, we are talking about missile systems, we are talking about radar, we are talking about AI, artificial intelligence, all of these things. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he is equipping Ghana's military with what he called state-of-the-art cybersecurity and warfare things at the end of the day. All of these things is going to help the Ghana military. Go share in Sema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Oka, as you can see on the screens, what you are watching a time now. I just all launch. You can see Ato Forsen, who is the Minister Designate for Interior. Also, we say Defense Minister and Interior, Defense Minister, because he say Defense Minister no last year helicopter crash ni see no ofebu ebu ye. Ntino yan kwahwe in Sema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama what he was saying the entire all equip the military now. And the reason for doing this because Oma picking intelligence bibi ekoso e Ghana border say bi Oma tenase anken sem na wan hwe bidu mrebi no de besi wo krom ha no enya ade aye papa nti go ti in a brief moment no what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Oka, and even the way forward for Ghanaians, because Osha platform here you realize that we've been very critical of Ghana your border how are DBH Nigeria for near the adeno it is falling and these concerns is falling on government ears.
Plans are also well advanced to procure armored personnel carriers, strategic drones, and advanced communication systems to establish Ghana's first state-of-the-art cyber and electronic warfare center in the northern sector. As I announced earlier, we're going to set up a cyber and electronic warfare center at the Tamale Air Force Base. And this center will be responsible for maintaining surveillance of our borders and also will have an assault capacity in the event that our country comes under any attack. Additional acquisitions for the armed forces will include offshore patrol vessels for the Ghana Navy, 4 brand new Eurocopter helicopters for the Ghana Air Force, a new executive jet for the Ghana Air Force for the use of traveling executives, including myself, and other critical military logistics. The government has also taken the strategic decision to establish 2 new military units.
So according to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, they are going to Ghana your border you be install state of the art missile system. It will be back kronum of fire air you be shooting it down. Also you be use technology any akadi a bit mas scan view. Also no your Ghana your border no so no you no so the marine ni navy no you be equip your with ships and our warships we can protect ourselves. Now this is very important because Ekura Etra Ghana who is saying all of them no omu ye coup d'etat prone countries. Look at Benin. Now no coup d'etat attempt esiwo Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast. Look at the countries they try and which omu nyina coup d'etat. So some of these people so no coup d'etat na esi no omu sanso enkrofo omu top wa. These people omu top no omu ye Boko Haram ana Brunibeka say insurrectionists. Omu person omu titi kronum mba abducting ba omu person omu de Islam nyema a ruling country. These are people we don't need to allow them into our country, and because of this no na there was say ana there was say call ana there was say ebanese Ghana e be protect e we entna say emensem ni ensi. So on your screens no some of the things His Excellency John Dramani Mahama equipped the Ghana military with. Na Mahama nkasa no okwako piem was our event no. What we also saw was a build up of Ghana's military. Osha the we are oba and how he was welcome. No, it tells you that this country and this particular president he means business. He means business because be to me being and say, oh yeah, mistake now back through air illegally. If you shoot down there, also say they need a prepare ye. You could see a year in summer, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, not just in summer Odituja, but also no the entrance. Menoka say it has got a lot of people talking on social media.
To pay the appropriate compliments, sir.
Okay, so what you just watched, how His Excellency John Dramani Mahama he came to that particular event to equip Ghana's military. I've been talking about this for a very long time. So we need more military on the ground to secure Ghana's parameters and the borders, and that is exactly what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Oh yeah, Minoka say people are actually applauding him. It is a very great thing. Now, once again, we are live, so you can bring in your comments in some course what you think about it right here on this particular platform. We will be happy to read it on this particular platform. Now, it's here for your more updates, and as we just get your version out as we continue this particular live, because in summer it is a lot of issues, and then in here we are ready to make sure more updates as all of this particular events will continue to unfold. So bring in your comments, your couple of stories and so we'll be very much happy to read your comments on this particular platform. Now, what you think about issues are air course right here on this particular platform. So that is it. Even moving on to other issues, because definitely we have a lot of things to talk about right here today on this particular platform. It's for you moving on to the camp of Ken Ofori Arthur. Na kamya kwese Ken Ofori Arthur ni case na ekoso no emis wapan we BT. Make us we BT because yin name says see and Ken Ofori Arthur is in ICE custody, that's the Immigration Custom Enforcement, or more akache or matching of overstaying the visa. Now, me no kasa sisi ano obi ababe kasa, nipa ababe kasa about all of these issues. Ono so steady. Me no kasa krano. Recently, krano he was part of the people and more demonstrate here. Now, more request to say, at the end of the day, no, can you after US embassy for allow no to member Chrome Hansi and as they should release him or extradite him to Ghana. But then the same person and not all kasana say looking at things when say they be and seminal koron Kamia say can you is far ahead of Ghanaians. Now, who am I talking about? I'm talking about lawyer Martin Kpebu. Now, according to this particular video, Martin Kpebu a party say on one or back Martin Kpebu ni di can be two just say can you wants to go in 6 citizenship. Information and the intel or pick here, and ultimately we've seen say in some elbow bosuina and Martin Kpebu in some more can and one a play out through. Now the same person is telling us from the look of things, any intelligence are all gathered on a Kamia say Kenufurata will not be coming to Ghana ever again, and the United States of America is not going to release him. And honestly, this is a big blow to Ghana because we need a lot of answers in regards with how but then according to Ken Ofori, according to Martin Kpebu, based on new intelligence, and say this man will not be coming to Ghana. Now, there's a reason why he's saying this, because he's saying Ghana because at the end of the day, Nipa na Nkasebi or also Denebano, which is Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not going to do it. Why? Because Donald Trump or you be a transactional president, and he only sees things, he only sees money. It's at the end of the day, so muska na Kenufra to wakofa lawyer be as a lawyer no obeying Trump. As a lawyer, no sounds like lobbyist. I'll be to meet you millions. Send deported no Ghana. Trump is going to take the bait. So at this instant, what is really happening is that Kenufriata, if you are thinking, and as if you believe Kenufriata for some magical wonders, and I'll be being to Obeba Ghana, I'm very sorry. Based on Sir in Sama Martin Kpebu, Edia Babituja, very soon you go to now Opacha say, or pick on one car, say Papano, ask for any immigration for be pekeno. But see idea, Obitimaka say, baby and semi do no. Obitimi aka esinipi say Kenufriata he will not be coming into the country. Yenko tie in sema lawyer Martin Kpebu ankasa edituja. When we come back, we will continue and also dive into this particular issue because honestly, we're all hopeful sanka sebi obeba krumas and answer sebi US for be extradition. But then from the look of things, Kamia say the calculations are meaning kofo bibriye no amfa ye lose bets no. Yenhwe video ye baba ka T4
I made a point that, yes, investment. The U.S. thrives on a lot of foreign investment, a lot of foreign debt. You check their economy, they're always thriving on foreign debt, right? That's why I made the point that the Japanese, Canadians, the Saudis, etc., have billions and billions. Even for the Saudis, it's in trillions in the U.S., right? So you see why, when you look at U.S.-Saudi relations, you see how even though they had, the Americans, the previous Biden regime had issues with the Jamal Khashoggi, this assassination, you see that Trump, because he's very transactional, in no time, he quickly cozied up to the MBS, the Saudi Crown Prince, and now they are in good business. He says, so the Saudis are not even responsible for the death of Khashoggi, right? So that is the plain truth. The American economy invites a lot of foreign investors. And so it comes with some protection. Now, with the way Oforiata is invested in there, you see that one of his lawyers, John Ashcroft, Ashcroft is a lobbyist as well. He's a lobbyist. And what we say in America, the lobbyists, they are the people who go around, okay, midnight, influencing government policies, etc., getting things done. They fix issues for you, They fix matters. So, and with that choice, John Ashcroft, who was former Attorney General from 2001 to 2005, that's a colossus. So it tells you that there will be a lot of power play. This thing is not a joke. there'll be a lot of power play. So that's why I'm saying that looking at everything, if we are judging by what is on paper, it's a very complex fight, very complex. And you see now, the next hearing is in what? April, is that also?
Yeah, that's for the
bail, and that's
the bail is February 19th.
19th, oh sorry.
Yeah, but
and then
the April is for the substantive case of the immigration.
Yes, so you see that the trial will go on, and we all know that even under the extradition side has come on, it even makes it more complex. You know that extradition takes more time. So we are analyzing that. If we look at what is on paper, which is that Oforiatta has millions of investments in the US, then it complicates the fight. It complicates the fight. It's not just, an ordinary John Doe that you just catch and then throw out. No. And look at the pedigree of the lawyers. It doesn't come cheap. That's a lot of money. John Ashcroft, Google, you are talking about millions of dollars in legal fees alone. Millions of dollars in legal fees alone, and he didn't just take one lawyer. Then he took the Afghanistan man to the Kashimi. Kashimi is also alleged to have fled from Afghanistan. He fled from accountability. You see,
well,
he was you Google, you see, aviation minister.
But if you talk about the millions of investment, there was a question when you made this point. One that wanted to find out exactly what investments Oforiatta has in the United States. If you say millions, what do you know?
Oh, so some are in stocks, bonds, U.S. Treasury, bonds, stocks, etc. Then private investments as well. It's no secret. Okay, so both public and private.
I see.
Both public and private. And now that he has the lobbies in there, as I say, when you see lobbies brought in there, Charlie, this fight is far more complex than.
So this investment you're talking about is one that can be publicly verified. You pick some information you are looking into. I just want to find out because these questions I keep getting that you keep referencing Oforiatta's millions of investment in the United States. It's going to make it difficult for him to be extradited.
Oh, yes. Oh, but it's even, those actions, once again, you remember those actions. At the point that I said his son had applied for permanent residence for him, this is the same way they came. How? I should show my source. Thankfully, in 2 months, it came out that his own lawyers had admitted. In the same manner, when it comes to the investment, be patient. Be patient. You heard the phrase the Attorney General used. He said the other investigations he's doing, okay, they are mind-blowing. You know, Dr. Ayuni is very moderate, okay? He's not giving away to flamboyant words and swag easily like that. So for Ayuni to tell you that the other investigations against Oforiatta, when they come out public, they would blow you away. Please be patient. Be patient. So let me use the publicly available information. That's why I'm using to answer you. And then let's go back for the avoidance of, I say Google and see John Ashcroft's pedigree. You know what it takes to retain John Ashcroft as a lawyer? You are running to millions of dollars. What are you saying? Even the lawyer alone, you're already running into millions of dollars.
Right.
So you say,
all right, so same way na Martin people edit to just say based on assessment. On one case, they to just say ice for chicken in Oforiatta, ice for chicken in Oforiatta. On one, they to just say Oforiatta ACK permanent residency. Now, I bet to just say in Japan, Oforiatta ACK permanent residency. The same person saying say based on lawyers, any Oforiatta any movement, anyhow Anyama Kono, Oforiatta will never ever come to Ghana, and the US wouldn't even allow him to come to Ghana in the first place, which means. So our court case is and sema charges cost 90. Now, far from all of these things to one person so and also OG hit Kenny Japan because recently in sema nano course so a vetting committee na Kenny Japan was supposed to sign the peace pact together with the other contenders, Brani Champon, Baumia, Kwamni Japan, and also Professor Yawo Educhubno. King Japan was the only candidate and not on person signing, citing say he needed more clarification in one or two statements and not a woho. Now, me know John John Osei Wusu, who happened to be one of the people at the Presidential Elections Committee, or the Ababe Tuja, some of the things that happened. Or also Eddie Ababe Tuja say he as a member of the New Patriotic Party, he is worried about the current party state. Into no party or best support omuhia obi to say he see in the New Patriotic Party, and based on that, Nipa he will actually rally for the chairmanship position. A no nonsense man, Buachi Ejako. Let's watch this bit.
Being somebody out here a stickler for procedure, the narrative now out there, and it's the MPP brand has been heavily dented. As any, political party abe attractive, a lot of people think it is the NDC now. Well, what if you now seminar? Are you worried genuinely?
I am. I'm running baby or meme constituency. Some me a party for running.
Yes.
Me share party you say entempa. Me shall say polling station. Me be the near friend area coordinator. That's how I'm be quite central. Chairman. Then I'm a constituency chairman. And so Tim Ranty and the farm, no my Juman ante. It drew baby no. Oh wow, we won't say polling station chairman were free on some DC. So
yes,
maybe there's somebody attracting, but the Mimi who party just say don't get there. He's very firm on party matters.
I say don't get here.
Yes.
He is the one our party now attracting.
Yes. He doesn't have to say it, but a consistent
visible.
That's right, say a say. We will deal with you. So yeah, last no. But deal with you. Because party, would have a party constitution people constitution. And can say yen to about see yen select. Yen defines a selection by
election.
Right. Every year. From my own experience in your manka election make a mouse selected or we the popular person.
Yes. And not
necessarily the competent person.
Sure.
Some way yes, I'm view. So
yes.
At this point in time, the GD say and say we should pinpoint, search and identify people, negotiate around the way and they per the party they should enter. And also non assembly answer. In my view, that is the way to go because Sabisika any you know a adult our election.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And to bring the peel not back, no. Fundamentally
differently from the way we have done it over the years. In the last few years, it's
true. It's true.
They can see here or say a general.
And you believe, sir, mainly because of the leaders you have in the party now, right?
Well, I don't want to make any such comment in public. Me jidi say discipline I was saying ya JJ want to form dodo and I say restore discipline. I mean ni say you see a twice election you benye ni papa ye here at this time. Probably the Mijidi say or see a focus on searching ni papa ni are prepared the party national.
That's at the national executive level, you mean?
Even police station, okay. Because I'm saying that 92.
Now where?
Police station chairman. I'm a lawyer.
Oh.
I've been 92. I've been a lawyer for 3 years. But I'm a police station chairman. So, because say nipa what form no nyom nyina na na school so na so nipa wo mu ye discipline wo management party adwum ni fie adwum na so re adwum to no mu hia wo se nipa yi aye dwene twek so minim se na ye benya ne sa se ye kofo makohwe de ye no a enne nyom bia be ba ye so a ye nipa kura na Obi person born who by no, yeah, ama, and no kahuna mrantiano.
A free party
because I say opportunity be any home because we more way. Yeah, quite police station election crowd one woman or my to be. Go over to be over 20
register no 5 cents amount.
That's right. I know when he and this call open and but you may muda ho.
Yeah.
Nam ran 10 my bar no be who say oh you quite young Toma me. Semi shemi who ya the next one but Kobase ase Unina so be na Nigerian woman
as a going forward, no be here the Esiedun Ketia type of national chairman.
Yeah. Maybe I should be saying it, but ni pay be you want to back could be woman dear so beba pa there can be judged maybe at Tanachi.
Sir, a year or more ever for national chairman.
More press on be the national chairman. I could be a unity so castle betwa.
Oh, na say or more you mutin the any moment now. Boache jako ono na okan
no say sir oksu gina beja de me bia support
oh gina say we issue statement officially so gina
and the time no so because
you think he is cast in that mode
yes the power but
how the discipline never
be here sisia no be ma sabi nyina so ba party no
na party ni mu ayedu
o kasama o man no party no so national chairman e kasa so na no atepa
yeah. No, he's a solid guy. He's a solid guy.
Very.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Let's get back.
Okay, so in some way, Joe Wise, editor quickly, young the camp of Charles Kojofusu, aka Daddy Lumba. Things are not really going on well with Daddy Lumba. That Lumba in the camp. Nyankopon enfa ne kra NCE. But then this man, ni wechi kra and still now in Tokwa Air Koso. Now, ho any say a year Akosia say wa ba kronim. Already what we learned was that a year no amba a year na that Lumba year and be say birthday party and a year no man year the first wife Akosia say wa amba. But then a month after a year now you see New Year no Akosia Sewa eba Ghana. In fact, we saw her waving Team Legal Wives, a whole lot of show. But one of the main purposes I didn't even PA Krum has say, the fact say, or no Akosia Sewa no, she came to fight for her properties and the things that she thought had to get with Charles Kojofusu, Nikunu, Daddy Lumba. Now, one of them, and this whole thing, the Bruni ever term as estate. So estate has to do with say, we Japadini, United me say, more sase, more company, more cars, more bond, Bruni be quantified as estate. So in this case, Nakosia Sewa Baya, no babe pre-estate, and she is saying, say, Unyemu 50% of almost everything, because the Yemu Charles Kojofusu, Winyano. Sebio, most of them on the brain nyaye. Now, you also have to know that Charles Kojofusu on them baby bri awo or sansu or genome and other concubines are omenim and ibusian for no so sebio also muso dide. Now, Minoka say no issue about the property no ekopium ewo court ebium. Now, the lawyers of Akosia Sewa extra command court say and then I'm from them say Charles Kojofusu Daddy Lumba answer no be no or well. Because we've seen or we heard these things coming from Ibusuapeni to Park together with a host of others. And you know, if he did a will, then you perceive will on how I beko. Internona Akosia Sewa and the lawyers from the beyond now Emma and Kofuing dictate and say there's a will. So no ya papa wu ya ombe kan anansi sem kire ni ade ntenase and you know, we will actually write to the Accra High Court for them to tell us and as omonye omo search sana okoto asase a ukwa obeye ho search no sabepe e no mbetro akoma the Accra High Court say ye pese yehu yekunu anase ye de share that Lumba as no obewu no did he do a role or not, because oye role are basically to be gazetted into omo documents no ekoma court. And guess what it is for omudikoma court no actual back say there was no bill. Usually they will screen so ha or say that Lumba did not file a bill. This is the Accra High Court. That Lumba did not file a will. This is the Accra High Court. Now this is contrary to reports and not earlier. Eba na chest that Lumba had a will near the ading in Tokwa after year near the ading embassa. Remember, say, I'm no case you are paying to pack so babe casa ain't be able bo and somehow or kind, but they ain't really have or see no record of a will for the late legend Charles Kojo Fosu, popularly known as that Lumba, okay? Of that Lumba has been found at the Probate and Administration Division of the High Court of Justice in Accra, according to a report by Ghana Weekend. Inti a part as a reporter, Urban say, such a year Charles Kojo Fosu, the first wife, and then the lawyers, Echo Fale say, they want to see if Charles Kojo Fosu left a will. Said me property we farmer win na omusi eniwo yen to aso or say this follows an official search conducted at the registrar as part of legal processes to manage his estate. The search, which was conducted by undisclosed persons and bore the logo of Mamitiwa, a key member of the team legal wives, was to verify whether the late musician had lodged a will with the courts, and if so, to determine when it was filed, who submitted it, and which lawyer handled it. However, the registry response dated 19th January 2026 indicated that no such record exists. Inti echemuya team legal wives for enomutro krata no ekoma the division of the courts from the Probate and Administration Division Accra High Court say you perceive in your records yes scanning or mining all the law firms did that Lumba leave any will and almost did be that Lumba leave anywhere. You share a year a year by na sankrate year there 2 screens no so you can see here say or say where the buyer response at High Court at the buyer or say in the matter of the estate of Charles Kojo Fosu, aka that Lumba, with the High Court of Accra, or say please conduct a search in your registry as to ascertain the following: whether or not the late Kojo Fosu, aka that Lumba, deposited a last will and testament in the registry of a High Court, and the High Court neutral said no record. Again, 2. If so, when was the date? Or see, if so, what date was the last will and testament of Charles Kojo Fosu, aka that Lumba, deposited at the registry of the High Court? Again, 3. What is the name of the person who deposited the last will and testament of Charles Kojo Fosu, aka that Lumba, at the registry? Or also to us to say, what is the name of the person, okay, who deposited the will? Okay, they can and a 4. Or say, what is the name of the lawyer who prepared the last will and testament of Charles Kojo Fosu, aka that Lumba? Any further information or development on this matter? Into a whole and a court natural bar say there was actually nothing. So this perhaps clearly tells you say there is a big fight ahead. There is what? A big fight ahead. As our big fight ahead, no. It is very a friend is saying clear says you a bit messy because you see I told you that Lumba did not actually bring any will or have any put down any will. The question is, how would his estate be managed? Because now say you or any of some phone say okay, see I will ni what there any eja one go pre-be a be the eja. So one go pre-be now you own fine boy ye be the HR. So that is exactly what is really going on now. And yeah, so we are following this issue, but then me no say we opinion now no so there's a will. E kamya kwa say audio yen saka say he is suggesting say you he never suggested say one answer or to him no one can be that said that Lumba did not actually put down a will. So now if you basically no he's trying as much as possible to distance himself from a year in someone rankasa na or suggest oh there was a will. Now party say one can be that say will be honey and the could see a year in summer a penny edit to dry back a team for a better house because in some way of course no definitely issues will be or we need to look at. You could see near share this particular video babaka we will continue with this particular update it's here for about Charles Kojufu so that Lumba and ne real one sense ma me no ka say akupim e wo quarter Messi.
His face should be covered and the public shouldn't be made to see his face. Ladies and gentlemen, let's watch what Ebusuapeni Kofi Tupac said and what he is now saying in this interview with liars. Liars will always be caught and liars will always
because Emani nyina baba behia na ye nyina behia na ye ne lawyers na trust na tamam kocho mo na mama o mo o makoche ben se obagie di se eyi ekoye ye kura na yiri panyi wanka wama etihi na me no mo kochie mo ne akaka sa asem we ana enso so sa asem we so akaka se lawyer ho ene free ba somebody me catch them say na japade ne ndeyama de enya me abusu apanyi na meche te wa sam de eba madawro ma se ko lawyers ho na lawyers no koche ni di hia me ne se masie no na hia
na obayi eye mami akosua se wa wo che se ye wa mai abusu apanyi so wan to nsan fre no we invite no
ensa ye to fre na nka be de na ne mana ba obie nim se ye ne mana wana to ne safre wo ne ma wo no mo te kura wo manyina tumi aba wo ama enya sa de na ho no mo twe ho a ye kwa ye man so ya sama bu pe ya ise ya ihu ya shi date akọ ohene ho ohene so de start by sisi se manyina mo fanko yesi date ne be ni sei obi anim sabe ya Ghana mamra ne amane ya siesta busu apanyi na ye yie no abusu apanyi na sha ni date akwa ahemfo mose mokoye bibi na so am dibi ato so obi anim date no abuza pende ogina so any date ogina so any yi ana ye no so ya ansa date no iti ada na oma oba na okosa na se ya so aba ha woko bisa mumuza no so oba we ni mabuza pende mbo so oba na mana nse abe we flag be woni internet mumuza so ni mabuza pende na lumba no wu ya na butu apanyi ne hwan media free tete nyina na make asa media me pass muje nipa no mo na mukuro no wu ne nema ne na japade nya media me pa ma me yire ne me ma o mo so wo nto no so wa pa bia ma mo ne mo mfa kwan pa so na obi ankofa na ade na obi antena ne ba bi boko no mo mpaye se nyankopon beboa ama bibia tumi awie pa ya ma wo social media nya adum TV na mo frɛ ya nka memfa because okay kan sama de won kan ya ne yeka nya adum pa na heavy speed minimum ka memfa se so sa men kasa me gina me de me ka sama ya nyankopon aboa ma ya wi bia ka no wo mo chitafo na we yom kodum no wo kura wu yesie ni wi a ya de a wo pɛ ye na wajapade montombo asa na monkotrase na monne lawyers na monkoche ade na ebusua na emunna ho free sabi nya kojo fosu nkwa na ye obi a owo ebusua no ma na wawu a obi wu biem
na
last mile
okay abusua
bita mumuda no so ba we ni mabusua pa yin mbo so ba de na mana nse abe we flag be woni internet mumuda so ni mabusua pa yin na lumba no wu ya na butu apanyi ne hwan media free tete nyina na make asa media me pass muje nipa no mo na mukuro no wu ne nema ne na japade nya media me pa ma me yire ne me ma o mo so wo nto no so wa pa bia ma mo ne mo mfa kwan pa so na obi ankofa na ade na obi antena ne ba bi boko no mo mpaye se nyankopon beboa ama bibia tumi awie pa ya ma wo social media nya adum TV na mo frɛ ya nka memfa because okay kan sama de won kan ya ne yeka nya tumpa na heavy steel menimwa kamenfa se so nsa menkasa me dwene me ho de me ka sa me yere nyankopon aboa ma ye wi biaka no wo mo chitafo na we yom kodum no wukuna wuye sie ni wi a yade a wo peye na wajapade montombo asa na monkotra ase na monem lawyers na monkoche ma ade na ebusuan na emunna ho free sabi nye kojo fosu nko na ye obi a owo ebusuan mu na wo wu a obi wu biem
na okay abusu penye wo kasa ma me akosua.
So this is what Kofi Tupac is now saying on Adom FM, and that is why many people are like, hey, liars will always be liars and liars will always be caught. Kofi Tupac Ebusia Penny. You see, this is a man who is not trustworthy. He's already a liar because look, when Lumba died at the initial stages, he said that look, that the Lumba only has one wife. I don't know any other Bruni. The only wife I know is Akosua Sewa. Now fast forward, this man even went to court to testify that Daddy Lumba married Odo Bruni. Now he has been caught lying again, from saying emphatically that Daddy Lumba wrote in his will to now saying that he was told by Odo Bruni and Daddy Lumba's children. This is Kofi Tupac for you. Kofi Tupac is a certified liar. Ebusia Penny, Kofi Tupac. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think in the comment section. This is Loyalty TV Studio. Subscribe, like, share, and put us on post notifications so that whenever we post, you get to see what we do on this platform.
Etoda, ohwe dan bi o mode light aye no nworan bi si ho a na bi sample say electrician no mtua ne kade kai say about domestic installation, industrial installation, commercial installation, solar panel.
Okay, so it's here for some way and I so sorry for that soundbite. So issues I so about a year Charles Kojo Fosun maybe a akupi no you could see clearly say a idea I so say bi nkofo bebre any engine ho see a will and same maybe a copy no we are all watching and monitoring all of these issues very closely, and at the end of the day the BCBR more updates as all of this issues will continue to unfold. They've been moving on to one of our last updates this particular platform. So now I just say I ended because in some day be now. I think some few weeks ago, and you see January, you reported right here on this particular platform, say a MP for Ayawaso West Wagon, Ayawaso East Wagon rather, Menoka say we a MP Nasser Muhammad. Na Menoka say Nasser Mahama, forgive me. Menoka say see ano sa MP a we ne yere edin simbia ba betuja say oma sha na ni kunu wuye no, even though issues were yare ni ade no, but no believe ono ne yere believe say ono ena the best person na obitimi lead na wa standing in to be ni kunu no obitimi di ni kunu ade e was our constituency ho. Nti na me no ka say yensa kakra ta na yere ya owo screens no so no or party says she is actually coming out to tell the NDC party as a whole say she wants to she's declaring her intention to contest. Usually the screens will say late Ayawaso East MP wife declares intention to contest by election. So now no Abe declares that she wants to actually contest for the by election to replace her husband in that particular constituency. Now since I'm definitely no. Remember I said we've seen this whole playbook before. Or share a year Ayawaso West Wagon. Wow. So I'm not Lydia Hassan. And Nikunu etiso boatie jakon sorry chemantie jakon so etiso a Menoka so owu ya echi a owu ye no ultimately what we saw was that ne yere no ebedi na de e ma ne yere no etimi ebewini by elections at time na said John Dumelu contested. Menoka say that's exactly what we see, but now no ekamia say this woman is actually taking a page from sa playbook now and also a paisa or be contested. Why? Because nani kunu popular at that time. Inti ni share in sema anakrata or debe tuja detailing why baby and semni duna na baby adine duno. she is the best person to actually take over as the member of parliament for Ayawaso West. We're going to read the screens so also the screens so now just say now you can read with us where a statement of a year intent to contest East Ayawaso West Wogon. It was a statement to contest. Statement of intent to contest NDC East Ayawaso primaries in Sama Audit Sujo and I read the Awahasea or say since the 4th of July or since the 4th of January 2026. Since the 4th of January 2026, I've been hit with the most difficult experience in my life. The sudden passing of not just a husband, but someone who has been a leader to me and my children. He taught us respect for humanity and how to live life as mere creatures who should always show gratitude to the Almighty Allah. His passing has left a great void in my life, in the children, family members, and the constituents, and the hearts of many. The weight of this loss has been immense, and I continue to seek strength and comfort from Allah during this difficult period. I take comfort in the Holy Book Quran, where Allah says, and give glad tidings to those who are patient, those who when calamity strikes them say, indeed we belong to Allah, and indeed to Him we shall return. Upon such people are blessings from their Lord and mercy, and it is they who are rightly guided. Where your verse are not all quoted from Quran. Or pick a page from Quran and know who's Yankupon, basically Yankupon or Odema, Yankupon Suna Oji, and basically saying if Yankupon or dear that yin I ever sounds why then Akon and chain a back. Now, yes, also trust on the answer a year in Sema or the two dry we are near an audio involved. Or say after much reflection and prayer, and in response to the clarion call from the well-meaning people of Ayawaso East. Ayawaso is to avail myself in leading the constituents, to avail myself in leading the constituency politically for the next 2 years and 9 months. I have finally decided to present myself to contest the vacant parliamentary seat. You see, an party say based on in some any course amount for Kano or per se or contested na usini kunu anemu. As the EC and our party have issued statements and notifications regarding the by-election, all the necessary processes will be followed and in accordance with our great party, the National Democratic Congress, and the Electoral Commission's guidelines. Osanto also said the decision is not taken lightly. Okay, the decision is not taken lightly. It is driven by the desire to continue and improve on the good works, visions, and selfless service of my late husband rendered to the people of the constituency. In Topa said, "Yo, no, and yes, ABA was shed that can no person or ye because Nikunu ye ejumi bia na ye." The husband was actually working. But yes, Nikunu ye juma ye. It's based on ejuma na Nikunu ye no. Net say at the end of the day, no, or per se or twaso. Na yen twaso ewa hasia. Or say I'm currently observing my idol. I'm currently observing my Ida, and I wish to clearly state that the sacred obligation will be fully respected. My decision to contest and the activities around it will be carried out in a manner that does not compromise my Ida or the teachings of Islam. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, of blessed memory, was in prison when he won an election to represent the good people of Ododo-Dio in 1951, and many other instances can be mentioned. As a mother, my only motivation to contest is to serve the people and to help transform lives. With humility, faith, and strong sense of duty, I step forward to serve the good people of Ayawaso East. May Allah guide us and grant me strength to continue the journey, this journey in sincerity and truth. And I owie and on sign yet as I would say a dinya a wasi and a crano. Ayo no ni din which is aye Amina Hajia Amina Adan or no NACano or party say ni kunu wudie, but then right now crack or dia bano or declare intention, and then she basically want to contest. So that is exactly what is really going on. Osha enye in Sempetwa. Now, on this same vein too, it's for Menoka say in some air coso. Why? Because in some air coso no, now no be say report on this particular platform say NDC for Mahama administration through the collective good no, they've been able to reduce fuel prices. But then some people are saying that these fuel prices are reducing, it has not been felt because fine, you reduce fuel prices and other things. But then the issue here is Niema Enkuye. And this is according to Baumia, one of the spokesperson Awaba out, and in Simbi Ababe Tuja said things are not really going on well because you nika they are not feeling it. Na nipa amino say or this and same way ebe Tuja and you be say Ellen Amadako, who happened to be a special aide to Dr. Baumia. In the world in Sema a year Ellen Amadako or their Tuja, people are actually bashing her, say, we understand, say, you guys are in opposition. But that does not mean, say, dear Mahama be all time. At least give glory and credit when credit is due. Or Mati Petro, so fine. Just give them credit. Sinabe adachi be most mobile positioner. Na bibi or anabaso bobi or say the bomb it be mamo. But then everything that this particular administration you guys will come out and trash it. Out about trash to the extent say ne Petro so no more parties say Ghanaians are rather suffering. A same bibri ultimately you could see a in Sema Ellen Amadaku or the Tuja Menoka say people are actually talking about this issue. So in some few seconds we will actually be listening to what Ellen Amadaku Oka and then Sema Odi Tuja Aminoka say generating a lot of controversy right here in this particular country. Minoka say Ubia the Eka Wansem. I think we are having a bit of trouble with the audio, but very soon me sure say in Sabeka audio nearby. Not to say itimi hu in Sema Umeyi Eka to her things are still not going on well, and then obe blaming Bibia, and I'll be also blaming the John Dramani Mahama administration. I think so now we have the audience in Sema Ellen Edituja Baba Kaiti for we in this particular life.
I won't talk well.
Me fat tax the trot on you.
Oh, okay.
Intimo 9 cities,
The same thing out here.
Many a majority of Ghanaians, it doesn't benefit us.
Okay.
The past 1 month in Kenya, transport situation to say.
There was a crisis, a major crisis.
There still is. Inti se oka se me sorry, me tofu. Yes, some people in this country nipe being to say or no our car. I'm sure so a fleet of cars. Now be Charles. So car ba could be. Muna mo work now the majority of us now you fat trotro. You fat taxis. You fat these hailing apps no. Yeah, that benefit so far. My but me answer your doors. It is our catch them say near my year in the last 1 year. They say macroeconomic indicators now perform. Apart from the total taxes ni hailing apps na me fano. Me kojo. I'm a mother.
Yes.
Me do job na me to me niamana. Niamana me to the prices no inflation it makes no difference. In fact, there's an increase. Me basic niama me to or I need at home groceries. Most of them yatutum near me debia me do baby I make ideal milk. Ideal milk. I have used ideal milk since I was a baby. Me man so only use. A year ago, in fact December 2024. Now me taught the tin at 8 cities. As at December 2025, me turn to 14 cities. Baby will have me turn 15 depending on the shop. It's not just that. Yes, some makers send a rice boy abafon. Yes, it's some types of rice boy abafon. Oil. Now me I mean vegetable oil, me di coconut oil, and also soy palm oil. So sir, as seven or more kana me timi hwe omudi ye na ye wo ho na everyday Ghanaian, everyday person. Oh no, so inflation no dollar na abafon no. Ghana ha ye ndi dollar. Yes, a section of the business, what can I say? Business community. People, yes, they'll benefit. Why not? Now, yeah, I can swear. Yes, near those. And as I said, I'll repeat it. Near here, Mr. Promises no more de Emma Ghanaians no. Omo be na ya sitinamu adwoyen. na se bi frika so e bank ran na first no na me use 15 cedis na ne me frika so e bank ran and na me free akra ma be ye ne me call back to Kaswa and I have to use 45 cedis ufu or na aba 9 cedis na so fa so ma me say
Sempa FM.
all because the whole transport sector honestly I still don't get how that whole issue came up about they say trotro ni na emwajai and omo buafu what is it sa issues no and affecting when we starting 2017
yes
now inflation ya muja na himaye jo Mahama wan no ja na himaye imi ye beto ne say in the kosi say 80 you still have 3 years first year BI in every government usually these macroeconomic indicators no eba from because the markets react say new government aba with the new policies nyame aboa ye wura second year mu third year or fourth year or inti mpaibo na esemobo na mumia mani na munye adwuma ni ye ba wo meka nkyena me say fuel aba from na me trotro na me fa me taxi ni me Uber na me fa ne yango no my prices have gone high 8 years you benefit but yeah kane